now got the value for A. So, so we have grouped this terms and we got the expression for A. So now we are going to map the terms for B. So by looking the column of B, we have plotted the ones and we are going for grouping. So we can group this 8 ones, then we can group this 4 ones, similarly this 4 ones and this 8 ones we can group. So this is the first group. First we are grouping this 8. First we are grouping this 8. So we are grouping this 8, then this 4 and this 4 and we are writing the uh, expression. We are writing the expression for, so the expression for your B is CD plus B bar plus CD. So the expression for this one is CD. The expression for this 4 ones is C bar D bar and expression for this 8 one is uh, B bar. Okay. Next, similarly, we are writing the expression for C. We are by looking the column of C. We are finding wherever we are having ones for the corresponding ones. We have plotted and we have grouped and we have got the expression. So the expression for this 8 one is, so for this grouping we have considered these 4 rows and these 2 columns. In these 4 rows the value of A is changing, similarly B is changing. Only the value of C is not changing, so we have taken a C bar. Okay, now the expression for this 8 one is D. Expression for this 8 one is B. So we got the expressions for C. Similarly for D, by looking the column of D from the truth table, we have plotted the ones and this is the expression. So first you have, okay, or I will clearly explain how it is coming. So first we are going to group these 8 ones. These 8 ones we are grouping. So its expression is A. This only variable is changing, so A. Next we are going to group. So we can group this four ones. These 4 ones we can group. The expression is B bar D bar. So this is the expression for these 4 ones. Then this one you can group here like this. So here you will be getting B bar C. Okay. So here you are having one left ungrouped. So you can group like this. So you'll be getting B C bar D. Okay. Similarly, you're having one left hand group. You can take like this. This is nothing but C D bar. So you have got the expressions for D. Okay. So similarly, you're going for E. So from the column of E, you are finding which are the ones you are having and you are grouping. So I will explain the grouping. So you are having the ones like this. So the 4 corners you can take. Okay. Then you are having one like this. So your expression will be so these are the two groupings you are having. The expression for this one is B bar D bar and expression for this is C D bar. Okay. Next we are going for F. F you can group this 8 ones you can group, then you can group this 4 1 you can group, then this one you can group here, and this one you can group like this. Okay, so these are the various grouping what you have to do. So you have to write the expression this for this is C bar D bar. Okay, and the expression of this 8 1 is A, and the expression for this 4 1 is B C bar, and the expression of this is B D bar. Okay, so you got the expressions for the G. So D you can have 8 ones like this, then this 2 ones you can group like this, then you are having on this you can group like this 2 ones you can group like this. Okay, these are the types of grouping we will see in the animation. So these are the, and this is the expression what you are getting for G. So after getting this expression, we are going for logic diagram. Here you are having 4 inputs A, B and C, A, B, C and D, and the outputs are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So from the given from the expression what you got from the K map, we have drawn this diagram. So we have to we have completed this VCD2 sound segment display decoder. So we have completed. Okay. The 4-bit priority encoder consists of 4 inputs D0, D1, D2 and D3. Here the bit D3 is the input D3 is having more priority and D0 is having the least priority. So the meaning of the highest priority means the regardless of the values of other inputs, when D3 is 1, the output is 1 1. So the meaning of the highest priority is D3 is 1. Whatever may be the input in the other inputs, that is 1 or 0, in the place of D0, D1 and D2, either it is 0 or 1. If D3 is 1, then the output will be 1 1. So D0 is having the lowest priority. So it has 3 outputs X, Y and V. It is having 3 outputs X, Y and V. The outputs X and Y give the binary value of the corresponding input. So what the output X and Y give? They give the binary value of the corresponding input. The output V is a valid output indicator. Is set to 1 only when one or more. So the valid output indicator V is set to 1 when one or more than one input are equal to 1. So when one or more than one input is 1, then the value of V is 1. Now we are going to draw the truth table of uh, priority encoder. So here we are having 4 inputs D0, D1, D2 and D3, and we are having 3 outputs X and we are having 3 outputs X, Y and V. So V is an output value indicator. Its value will be 1 only when one or more than one input is 1. So first this is D0, D1, D2, D3. So D0, D1, D2, D3. So first we are giving all the inputs as 0. So the value of V is 0 because all the inputs are 0. So the value of V will be 1 only if any one of the input or more than one input is 1. So first we have put V is equal to 0. So if all the inputs are 0, then V is equal to 0. Then here we are putting don't care for X and Y. If all the inputs are Y, the output may be 0 or 1. So we have put it as X and X in the place of X and Y. Don't care. We have put don't care in the place of X and Y. So first what you have to write, when all the inputs are 0, we have to put V is equal to 0 and we have to put don't care in the place of X and Y. Now we are writing 1 in D0 and 0 in all other inputs. Okay. So in D0, D2, D3 and D1, D2 and D3 you are putting 0 and you are putting 1 in the place of D0. So since D0 is 1, so since the one of the input is 1, we have to put 1 in the place of V. Then we have to write the binary value of this 0 in 2 bits, 0, 0. So how we are writing? So first, since one of the input is 1, we have put V is equal to 1. Then since we are writing 1 in the place of D0, that is 0, we have to write 0, 0 here. Okay. Then you have to put 0 in the place of D1, D2 and D3. Next, V1, we are putting 1 in the place of D1. We are putting 1 in the place of D1. But D1 is having more priority than D0. So when D1 is 1, whatever may be in D0, either 0 or 1, the output will be 0, 1. Since one of the input is 1, we have made V as 1. So once again I am telling, first we have taken all the inputs as 0 and we have put V as 0. We will be 1 only one if any one of the input is 1. Then if all the inputs are 0, the outputs will be either 0 or 1. So we are putting X in the place of X and Y. Then we are writing D0 as 1. So since D0 as 1, since one of the input is 1, we are putting 1 in the place of V1. So then we are writing the binary value of 0 in X and Y, 0, 0. Then we are putting 1 in the place of D1. And we are writing X in the place of D0. Why? Because D1 is having more priority than D0. So if D1 is 1, whatever may be the input in D0, the output will be 0, 1. And we are writing 1 in the place of V because one of the input is 1. Then we are writing 1 in the place of D2. So now if D2 is having the highest, D2 is having more priority than D1 and D0. So if D2 is 1, whatever may be in the place of D0 and D1, the output will be 1, 0. And we are putting V as 1. Similarly, here in other inputs, the inputs to the right of what you have written, we have to put zeros. Okay. Now, then finally we are putting 1 in the place of D3. We are putting 1 in the place of D3. So D3 is having more priority than D2 and D1 and D0. So we are putting X in the place of D0, D1 and D2. So if D3 is 1, whatever may be the input here, you will be getting the output as 1, 1. And the output, and we are putting 1 in the place of V because one of the input is 1. So again I am telling, first you have to write all the inputs are 0. You have to put V as 0. And if all the inputs are 0, the value of X and Y is don't care. Then we are writing D0 as 1 and other inputs as 0. So you have to write other inputs as 0. So the inputs which is coming right to the 1, that in that places we have to put zeros. Okay. So we are putting D0 as 1. And since one of the input is 1, V is 1. Then the binary value of 0 is 0, 0. You have to write. Then we are putting 1 in the place of D1. And to the right of that input, you have to write zeros. the left to your right don't care. Why? Because this D1 is having more priority than this D0. Okay. Then the binary value of 1 in 2 bits is 0, 1. That is the output you are writing in the place of X and Y. Since one of the input is 1, you are writing V as 1. Similarly, then we are making D2 as 1. To the right of that input, we are putting 0. D3 as 0. To the left, we are putting X or don't care. Why? Because D2 is having more priority than D0 and D1. Since one of the input is 1, we are making V as 1. So binary value of 2 in uh, 2 is 1 0. We are writing in X and Y. Similarly, then we are putting 1 in the place of D3. So D3 is having more priority than D, not D1 and D2. So we are putting X here. Then since one of the input is 1, we are putting the value of V as 1. Then the binary value of D3 is 1 1. Now we have to draw the truth table of D0, V, X and Y. First we are going to check the column of V. So V is having 1 in the place of 1 0 0 0. 1 0 0. You're having 1. Then it is having 1 in X 1 0 0. So you're having where while checking the column of V, we are having 1 in the place of 1 0 0 0. Then we are having 1 in the place of X 1 0 0. Then we are having 1 in the place of X X 1 0. Then we are having 1 in the place of X X X X X X 1 0. So in these places you are having 1. So you have to plot in these places. So wherever you are having 1 1 0 0 0, you are having 1. Then X 1 0 0, you are having 1. Then double X 1 0, and so please listen. 1000 is 100 is this one. Okay. Now next is x100. The x can have value either 0 or 1. When you are putting 0, you will be getting 0100. When you are putting x as 1, you are getting 1000. So 1000 already you have written, but 0100 you have to write 0100. You have to write. Similarly, for next you are having 1 in the place of xx10. Sorry, xx11. So next you are having 1 in the place of xx10. This xx is can have 4 values. Either it may be 00, or it may be 01, or it may be 10, or it may be 11. So we are putting all the combination and we are getting the values. That 0010 is 0010. This is 0010. Already we have written 1000 and 0100. Already we have written. So now here, from here we are writing 0010. Then 0110, then 1010, then 1110. So these values we are written from here. Then next we are having 1 in the place of x1. So this 3 x you are having, these 3x can have 8 values. That is 0002 111, 0002 111. It can have 8 different values. So first is 001. So 00, this is 0001. That's 0011. Then 0101. Then 0111. Then 1001. Then 1011. Then 1111. 0 1, then 1 1 0 1, then 1 1 1 1. Then it is having 1 in the place of x1 0 0. x1 0 0 is 0 1 0 0. That is 0 1 0 0 already we have written. Another one is 1 1 0 0. So this 1 1 0 0. So from this x1 0 0 equal to 1, from xx 1 0 equal to 1 and xxx 1 equal to 1. So you have plotted all these ones, and after plotting all these ones, we are going to group. So grouping is first 8 ones, then 8 ones, then 8 ones, then another 8 ones. So we have grouped the 8 ones. 1 2 3 4 8 ones we are having. The expression for this one is nothing but D3. Expression for this one is D2. Expression for this one is D0, and expression for this one is D1. So D3 plus D2 plus D0 plus D1. Similarly, for next one, that is this is for X. This is for K map X. So we have plotted the correspond by checking the column of X. We have plotted the corresponding one, and we have grouped, and we are writing the grouped, and we are writing the expression. Expression is D3 plus D2. Similarly for Y, from the looking the column of K, we have plotted the ones, and we are getting the expression as so we are after grouping, we are getting the expression as Y is equal to D3 plus D1 D2 bar. Okay. Next, we are going for the implementation of this circuit. So we are having 4 input D1, D0, D1, D2, D3, and by using the expressions of D0, D1, D2, and D3, and we are implementing this circuit. So the priority encoder we have completed. So it is having a priority function, and the some bit will be having more priority than the other bits. If the particular bit having or particular input is having 1, the value of 1, then it will have the more precedence if the same time some other one other input is 1. Okay, so this is priority encoder. Now we are going to see multiplexer. So what is multiplexer? So multiplexer selects binary information from many input lines and direct it to a single output line. It is having 2 to the power n input lines, n selection lines, and only one output line. So this point is important. It is having only one output line. It is having n selection lines, and it will be having 2 to the power n input lines. So it is also called as data selector, or it is also called as data selector or MUX. So example is 2 to 1 line multiplexer. So what is multiplexer? Multiplexer is a combinational circuit which select binary information from one of many input lines and direct it to a single output line. This point is important. Direct it to a single output line. So it is having 2 to the power n input lines, n select lines, and one output line. It is also called as data selector or MUX. This applications of multiplexer. So applications, it can be used in data selection, logic function generation, operational sequencing, data routing, waveform generation, and parallel to serial conversion. These are the applications of multiplexer. It can be used in data selection, logical function generation, operation sequencing, data routing, waveform generation, parallel to serial conversion. So first we are going to see 2 to 1 line multiplexer. So the 2 to 1 line multiplexer will be having 2 to the power 1. That is only one select line. So it is having one select line, two inputs and one outputs. What are the things it will be having? It is having one select line, it is having two outputs, and it is having it is having two inputs and one output. Now when you are giving s is equal to 0, this AND gate will be enabled, and the input what you are giving in the I naught will be coming to the output. How means, if you are giving 0 here, the output of this NOT gate is 1. So here one of the input of this AND gate is 1. So if you are giving I is equal to 1, so the output of your AND gate is 1, and it will be coming as the output. Now if you are giving already one of the input is 1, so first we consider I naught as 1. So if both the inputs are 1, the output of AND gate will become 1, and the output, final output we are getting as 1. That is I is transferred to the output. Now we are considering I naught as 0. So since one of the input is 0, the output of this AND gate is 0, and the final here what you are getting is 0. So when S is equal to 0, whatever you are having in the I naught, it is transferred to the output. Similarly, when S is equal to 1, whatever you are having in I1, it will be transferred to the output. So this is nothing but uh, 2 line to 1 multiplexer, 2 to 1 multiplexer. So this is nothing but the block diagram of 2 to 1 multiplexer. It is having two inputs, one select line and one output. Next we are going for 4 to 1 line multiplexer. So 2 to the power 2 into 1. So you are having two select lines, 4. 2 to the power 2 is 4 inputs and 1 outputs. So the easy way of drawing this multiplexer, I will tell how it. The 4 to 1 multiplexer is having 4 inputs, 2 select lines and 1 outputs. That is nothing but 4 is to 1. That is nothing but 2 to the power 2 is to 1. This is select line. So first you have to put two select lines. So two select lines you have to put. Then this is S naught and this is S1. So first one is, if you are having two variables, then you'll be having four combinations: 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So 0 0 means S naught bar S1 bar. Okay. For this you give the input I naught. The input may be I naught. You can take it as I naught or D naught, no problem. So the name we are giving. Next one is 0 1. 0 1 means this is 0 and this is 1. You give the input I2, sorry, I1. Then 1 0. This is 1 and this is 0. You give the input I2. Then 1 1. You give the input I3. Then you connect all the inputs to an output of an OR gate. Then it is nothing but 4 is to 1 multiplexer. This is a simple way of drawing your 4 is to 1 multiplexer. So this diagram also same. They are drawn in some different method. Okay. Now this is the functional table. From this functional table, when S1 S0, S1 S0. So I have taken there S0 S1. No problem. S1 S0 is 0 0 I naught. Whatever you are having in the I naught, it will be transferred into output. And S1 S0 is 0 1. Whatever you are having in the I1, it will be transferred. And when S0 S1 is 1 0, I2 is transferred. and S1 S0 is 1 1, I3 is transferred. So when S0 S1 is 0 0, you will be getting the output as I0. When 0 1, you can get it as I1, 1 0 I2, and 1 1 I3. Now we are going for the writing the expression. So 0 0 means S1 bar S0 bar. So S1 bar S0 bar. Okay, S1 bar S0. So from this okay, from this function table we are writing this expression, that is from this function table we are writing the boolean function, that is S1 bar S0 bar. 0 0 means S1 bar S0 bar into I naught, S0 in I naught plus S1 bar into S naught into I1 plus S1 into S0 bar into I2 and S1 S0 into I3. So we are writing the Boolean expression from this table. Okay. Then we are going to, so next one is quadruple two line to two line to one multiplexer. So in this quadruple two line to one multiplexer, we will be having two two line to one multiplexer. So we are having an a select line. So when you are giving the select 0 0 to enable and uh, select line, the first this A, this multiplexer, this two line to one multiplexer will be selected, and we are giving 0 when E is equal to 0 and S is equal to 1. This second multiplexer will be selected. So this quadruple two line to one multiplexer will be having two multiplexer. One is this is A, another one B. So if you are giving S is equal to 0 and E is equal to 0, this one will be selected. When you are giving E is equal to 0 and S is equal to 1, and then B will be selected. So this is nothing called quadruple two line to one line multiplexer. Next, we are going for a problem. So implement the following function using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. So the given function is in SOP and it is having three variables and the minterms are 1, 2, 4 and 5. So first what you have to do is you have to draw a truth table. So since we are having three variables, so we have to draw the inputs are A, B and C. The output is F. So finally your truth table will be having four columns, that is three input and one output. So with the three inputs you can write 8 combination from 0 0 to 1 1. So of these combination for 1 2 4 and 5 we have to put 1. For 1 2 4 and 5 we have to put 1. Okay, then next they are asked you to implement by using, they are asked you to implement by using 4 is to 1 mux. For that you have to put an implementation table. So in 4 is to mux you are having only 4 inputs, that is D0 D1 D2 D3. So if you want you take this you can take this output as I0 I1 I2 and I3. Okay, no problem, this is just naming. So here I have taken it as D0 D1 D2 and D3. Now then you have to start writing from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, because you are having three variables. For three variables you can write from 0 to 7. So how many inputs? A 4 is to 1 max is having four inputs, that is D0 D1 D2 D3. Then how many inputs you are having? You are having seven inputs. So 0 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You put two rows below this inputs D0, D1, D2 and D3. So in the first row you take it as A bar and the second row you take it as A. Now you put or you encircle the numbers which are given in the question. So the numbers which are given in the question are 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5. So the numbers which are given in the question are 1, 2, 4, 5. What you have done is we have drawn, we are going to draw an implementation table. We are asked to do it by using a 4:1 max. A 4:1 max is having 4 inputs. So you are written the inputs as D0, D1, D2 and D3. Before that inputs, we have made two rows. So in the first row, you have written as A bar and the second row, you have written as A. Then we have plotted the numbers. Then we have encircled the numbers which is going given in the question. So if next one is if both the numbers are encircled in a particular column, you put it as 1. If both the numbers are not encircled, then put it as 0. If a number in the second row, that is third row, is encircled, then put it as A. If a number in the second row is encircled, you put it as A bar. Okay. Now once again, after encircling the given numbers, then what you have to do means you have to check this third and you take it, consider this as first column and this is a second, sorry, first row, this is second row and this is third row. If both the numbers are encircled in a particular column, you put it as 1. If both the numbers are not encircled in a particular column, you put it as 0. If a number is encircled in if a number is encircled only in the second row, then put it as A bar. If a number is encircled in the third row, put it as A. So the meaning is for D naught, you have to give the input as A. For D1, you have to give it as input as 1. For D2, you have to give input as A bar, and for D3 you have to give input as 0. So from this table we understand that for D0 we have to give input A, for D1 we have to give input 1, for D2 we give input A bar, and D3 we have to give input 0. So from we have completed the implementation table. So after implementation table we have to go for the implementation of the circuit. Okay. Now we are going for the implementation of the problem. So here they are asked us to implement by using 4:1 mux. So first we are drawing a 4:1 mux. We know that the 4:1 mux will be having 4 inputs and 2 select lines and 1 output. From the implementation table, we understand that for the input D0 we have to give A. For the input D1 we have to give 1. For the input D2 we have to give A bar. For input D3 we have to give A, and for S0 and S1 you have to give B and C. Now this circuit has to give an output of 1 for 0, 2, 4 and 5, and for sorry, for 1, 2, 4 and 5 it has given output of 1, and it has to give an output of 0 for 0, 3, 6 and 7. So first we will check for 2. 2 means 0, 1, 0. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. So for B and C, what value we are giving is 1, 0. So if you are giving 1, 0 in the select line, then D2 will be enabled. So in the D2 we are giving A bar. What is the value of A? 0. So A bar means 1. So this 1 will be coming as the output. Okay. Next we will check for 5. 5 means 1, 0, 1. So for B and C we are giving 0, 1. 0, 1 means first D1 will be selected. So the input in the D1 is 1. So we'll be getting the output as 1. Okay. Now the one condition we have satisfied. Now we are going for 0, then 0 and 7. For 0, 7, you have to give, you have to get 0. So first we will check 0, 0, 0. 0 A means 0, 0, 0. So B, A for B 0, C 0. For A also you'll be putting, when you are putting 0, when you are giving 0, 0 to the select lines, this D naught will be selected. So value of A is 0. So we'll be getting the output as 0. Then if you want, we can check for 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. For B and C we are giving 1. So D3 will be selected. So value of A is, so the input to the D3 is 0. So you'll be getting 0 for the for giving 1, 1, 1. So we can, from the implementation table, we know that for D0 A, D1 1, D2 A bar and D3 0. So these inputs you have to give. So we have given these inputs and we have got the outputs. So next we are going for the next problem. Implement the Boolean function using 8:1 multiplexer. And the given question is f of ABCD is equal to 0, 1, 3, 4, 8, 9 and 15. So first what you have to do means we have to draw the truth table. So in the here how many variables you are having? We are having 4 variables. So we have to write from 0 to 15. And for the variables given in the question, you have to put 1. That is for 0, 1, then 3, then 4, then 8, then 9, so and 15. The question, the numbers or the minterms given in the question, you have to put 15. Sorry, so you have to put once in the place of f. F is nothing but the output. Next, we have to go for implementation table. So here we are going to implement using 8:1 mux. So our 8:1 mux is having 8 inputs. So we have to write from D0 to D0. So now you have to go for the implementation table. So we know that we are using 8:1 mux. The 8:1 mux is having 8 inputs, that is from D0 to D7. So first you have entered the first row of our table is having the inputs, that is from D0 to D7. Next we have to write from 0 to 7. First you have to write from 0 to 7, and in the second row, third row, you have to write from 8 to 15. So after writing this, so this row is A bar and this row is A. So the third row is A and the second row is A bar. After that, we have to encircle the numbers which are given in the question. So we have to encircle the numbers given in the question, that is 0, 1, 8, 9, 3, 4, 15. These are the numbers given in the question. So we have to encircle it. If both the numbers in a particular column is encircled, then you have to put 1. If both the numbers in a particular column is not encircled, then you put 0. If only only the second row of the particular column is encircled, then you put A bar. If both are not encircled, 0. If third row of the particular column is encircled, then you put A. So how to form the implementation table means first this is an 8:1 mux, so it is having 8 inputs, that is from 0 to 7. So we have to form a table. The first row of the table is nothing but the inputs from D0 to D7. If you want, you can name the inputs are I0 to I7 also, no problem. Then the second row you have to write from 0 to 7, and in the third row you have to write from 8 to 15. So in the second row you have to put A bar, because from 0 to 7 the value of A is 0, because in 4 bits 0 is 0. Similarly, for 7 is 0 1 1. So from 0 to 7 the value of the first A is 0. So we are putting A bar to the second row. Similarly, from 8 to 15 the value of A is 1. So we are putting A here. So next what we are doing is we are encircling all the numbers which are given in the question. So if both the numbers of a particular column is encircled, we have to put 1. If both the numbers are not encircled, you have to put 0. If the second row of a particular column is encircled, then you put A bar. If the third row of a particular column is encircled, you put A. Then we have to directly go for implementation. So we have to draw a 8:1 mux. We know that 8:1 mux is having 8 inputs and 3 select lines. So in the select lines you have to put B, C and D, and for D0 and D7 we have to put the values what we got from the implementation table. From the implementation table we got that for D0 we have to put 1, for D1 we have to put 1, for D2 we have to put 0, for D3 we have to put A bar, D4 we have to put A bar, D5 0, D6 0 and D7 A. So these are the values what we have to put in the particular inputs. So this is the implementation. So for the values which are given in the question, it will give the output of 1, and the values not present in the question, it will give the output of 0. For example, you will take two numbers. The question, we take 9 and 10. 9 is given in the question and 10 is not given in the question. First we will take 9. For 9 means 1 0 0 1. So A, B, C, D. So for B, C, D, we will be giving 0 0 1. So if you are giving 0 0 1, D1 will be enabled. So D1 is given an input of 1. So automatically you will be getting an output of 1. So next we are giving 10. 10 means 1 0 1 0. So in the place of B, C, D, we are giving 0 1 0. 0 1 0 means D2 will be enabled. So in D2 we have given the input as 0. So automatically the output is 0. So the 10 is not present in the question. That is that for that number we are getting an output of 0. For 9 it is present in the question. We are getting an output of 1. So we have implemented this one. Next is an important problem. So implement the following Boolean function using 8:1 multiplexer. So now they are given the question, that is f of ABCD is equal to A bar B D bar plus ACD plus B bar CD plus A bar C bar D. But given expression, given expression, the expression is in SOP, but it is not in a standard SOP. So first what we have to do is we have to change this given expression into standard SOP. So in the first term, the literal C is missing. In the second term, B is missing. And the third term, A is missing. And the fourth term, B is missing. So, so in the first term, you have to multiply by C plus C bar, because C plus C bar is 1. So if you multiply 1 with any number, its value will not change. So for the first one, we are multiplying by C plus C bar. For the second one, B plus D bar. For the third one, A plus A bar. And the fourth one is B plus B bar. So we are multiplying. So then after multiplying, we are we are multiplying this a bar b d bar with the c, then a bar b d bar with the c bar. Similarly, this a c d with this b plus b bar. Similarly, a plus a bar with the b bar c d, then a bar c bar d with the b plus b bar. So after simplification, you will be getting min terms like this. Now what we are doing is we are giving binary values to this min terms. So after providing binary values, we are converting it into decimal. So 0110 is 6, 0100 is 4, 111 is 1 is 5, 15, 1011 is 11. So if a number is coming two times, you have to take only once. So after this, we are converting it to binary. So then we got the min terms. Then similar to the previous problems, what we have to do is we have to go for an implementation table. Then since we are doing it by 8 is to 1 max, we have to enter the values from D0 to D1. Then for the given numbers, we have to encircle. For the given numbers, we have to encircle. If both the numbers are encircled, put 1. If both the numbers are not encircled, we put 0. If in the number in the second row is encircled, put a bar. If the number in the third row is encircled, you put a. Then you go for implementation. You try an 8 is to 1 max and give the inputs depending upon the values what you got from your implementation table. So this is a implementation of 8 is to 1 max. So this problem is important because the given expression is not in standard SOP. So we have to convert it into standard SOP, and then we have to um, do the problem. So we have to explain that Boolean functions, then we have to convert it to binary, then we have to get the decimal values, then all the other things are same as the previous problems. Next problem is implement the following Boolean function using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. The given function is f of a b c d is equal to 0 1 0 1 2 4 6 9 12 14. So this is the given question, but this is also an important question, and they are asking you to implement by using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. So here you are having four variables. So this actually this has to be implemented by using 8 is to 1 multiplexer, but they are asking you to implement by using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. So actually what we have to do is we have to do it by 2 4 is to 1 multiplexer. We have to convert that 2 4 is to 1 multiplexer into 1 8 is to 1 multiplexer, and we have to do it. So similar to the previous problems, you have to put the truth table, and for the given numbers you have to put 1, and for other numbers you have to put 0. Then here, even though we are doing it by 4 is to 1 multiplexer, since it is having four variables, we will be having numbers from 0 to 15. So we have to go for D0 to D7. So you should not write from D0 to D3. So you are doing it by using 4 is to multiplexer. So don't go for this D1, D0 to D3. Since we are having four variables, we have to write from D0 to D7. So keep it in mind. So don't get confused. So in the implementation table, first similar to the 8 is to 1 max, here you have to take 7 inputs, D0 to D7. D0 to D7, and you have to write the numbers. In the second row, you have to write the numbers from 0 to 7, and in the third row, you have to write the numbers from 8 to 15. So similar to the previous one, for the given numbers, you have to encircle, and if both the rows of a particular column is encircled, you have to put to 1, and if you only the second row is encircled, put a bar, and if both are not encircled, put to 0. Both are encircled, put to 1. If both are not encircled, put to 0. Both are encircled, put 1. So this is for this indicates that for D0 we have to give an input of a bar. For D1 it is 1, D2 it is A bar, D3 it is 0, D4 it is 1, D5 it is 0, D6 it is 1, and D7 it is 0. Now going for implementation. First what we are doing is we are going to draw two 4:1 multiplexers. So first what we are doing is we are drawing two 4:1 multiplexers. So first we have to draw two 4:1 multiplexers, and then we have to join the select inputs of both the multiplexers. So this is also S1 S0. So we have to draw the select inputs of or connect the select inputs of two 4:1 mux together. Then for that select inputs we have to give C and D. So first you have to interconnect both select inputs, and for particular select inputs you have to give C and D. And for the enable input, so for this enable input, for the first 4:1 mux you have to invert. So you have to give B to the enable, but for the first enable input, you have to for the first 4:1 mux, you have to invert it and give. And for the second 4:1 mux, you have to directly give. So here we have directly given. For the first one, we have inverted and we have given. Then we have connected the output of both the 4:1 mux to an OR gate. So what are the how we are drawing? First we have to draw two 4:1 multiplexers. Then you have to interconnect these two select lines. So for these select lines you have to give C and D inputs. Then what you have to do means you are having one enable input. For the enable you have to give B. So for the first 4:1 mux you have to invert that B and you have to give us the input. And for the second one you have to directly give that B. Then for the other corresponding inputs, this is D0, this is D1, this is D2, this is D3, this is D4, this is D5, this is D6 and D7. So from the implementation table, we have got the values of D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. That corresponding values we have to give. Finally, the output of both these multiplexers are added, are given to the OR gate. So Y is the final output. So when the value of B is 0, the first 4:1 mux is, when the value of B is 0, then here you will be getting 1. So the first 4:1 mux will be enabled. Similarly, when B is equal to 1, the second 4:1 mux will be enabled. Okay. So the numbers which are given in the question will be getting the output of 1, and for all other things will be getting the output of 0. So next problem is implement the following Boolean function using 8:1 multiplexer. Here the question is given in POS. So here the number is question is given in POS. Since you are having 4 variables, you have to go it for 8:1 mux. So first you have to go for implementation. First you have to draw the truth table. Then for the corresponding numbers you have to put 1. Then you have to go for the implementation table. First you have to write the inputs from 0 to the D0 to D7, and in the second row you have to write from 0 to 7, and the third row you have to write from 8 to 15. And for the given the question is in POS, so you have to encircle the numbers which are not in the question. So here you are having 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 14. So the numbers which are not present in the question are 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13 and 15. These numbers you have to encircle. So these numbers, that is 3, 5, 8, 10, 11, 13 and 15. So since the question is in POS, you have to encircle the numbers which are not present in the question. So after that, same thing. If both the numbers are encircled, put 1. Then if the number in the second row is encircled, put A bar. If the number in the third row is encircled, put A. If both are not encircled, put 0. Then ordinary implementation similar to the previous one. So we have to implement. Now next problem, next one is demultiplexer. So demultiplexer is nothing but it performs the inverse operation of multiplexer. So this demultiplexer receives information from a single line. So it receives information from a single line and transmits it to 2 to the power n possible output line. Okay. So here the demultiplexer will be having only one input line and it will be having 2 to the power n possible output line and it will be having n select line. So it will be having n select line 2 to the power n outputs and one input. So this is demultiplexer. Now this is 1 to 4 demultiplexer. So I will tell how to draw 1 to 4 demultiplexer. So it is having only one input, 2 select line and 4 outputs. So first, how many select line? It is having 2 select line. So you take the select line as S0 and S1. So you take the select line as S0 and S1. So if you are having 2 select line, then 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So you take this as S0, S1 and this as S0. So 0, 0 means S1, S0. Similarly, then 1, 0 means then 1, sorry, uh, 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is 0, 0, this is 0, 1, this is 1, 0, and another one is 1, 1. So to this 4 AND gates, if you provide one input, common input, then it is nothing called demultiplexer. So I have clearly shown how to draw. First you have to take 2 inputs, S0 and S1, and then you have to draw 0, 0, then 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Then to all the AND gates, you connect one input and you make it as common. That is D in. That is nothing but your diagram for demultiplexer. So here they have used some different way. Same thing. If you check this AND gate, this is 0, 0. So this is from this line and this line they have taken. So 0, 0. For that they have given one input. So this is D in. Or you can take it as enable D in. So the D in will be given to all AND gates. Okay. So first you have to draw for drawing a 2 to 4 line demultiplexer. First you draw a 2 to 4 decoder. Then you connect one common line, common input to all the 4 AND gates. Then you will be getting 1 to 4 line demultiplexer. Then another important thing is a 2 to 4 line decoder with an enable input can act as an demultiplexer. A 2 to 4 line decoder with enable input is same as a demultiplexer. So these are same. This is demultiplexer. This is 2 to 4 decoder with an enable input. Now next is implement problem. We have to implement subtractor using demultiplexer. For this implementation, what we have to do is first we have to write the truth table of this full subtractor. So after writing that, so we have to check for which are the numbers, for difference which are the numbers you are having 1. For 1, 2, 4 and 7 you are having 1. Similarly for borrow 1, 2, 3 and 7 you are having 1. So now you are drawing a demultiplexer. This is a demultiplexer which is having only one input. This is 1 is to 8 demultiplexer. So it is having one input, 3 select line and 8 outputs. So in this 8 outputs, for difference you are having 1, 2, 4 and 7. This pink color lines, that is 1, 2, 4 and 7. Uh, you take, and if you give it to an OR gate, and that output will give the difference. Similarly, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 7. 1, 2 and 7. It will be giving that borrow. So it will be giving the expression. So for 1, 2, 4 and 7, you will be getting the difference. If you are giving to the OR gate, then the output will give the difference. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 7, it will be giving borrow. Okay. So these are the now we have implemented this full subtractor by using demultiplexer.